I just feel like the true whimsical girls now were called weird growing up, were given dirty looks, and were excluded. Those are the true whimsical girlies. Everybody want to claim to be whimsical now, but back then we were weirdos.
The Holocaust wasn't Germany's first genocide. Here is a Nazi concentration camp in Austria in 1945, and here's a German Southwest Africa concentration camp in 1906. You don't get this one without that one. Let me explain. In 1884, 14 countries came together in Germany to divide Africa like a pie for colonization purposes. Not one African person was present. Otto von Bismarck would claim a portion of Southwest Africa for Germany, what we now know as present-day Namibia. The only problem is, there were already people there. Two tribal groups, the Herero and the Nama, groups that had been there for centuries. What happened next was brutal. The groups would eventually rise up against the German military after being pushed off of their lands. In 1904, the Herero would fight back. In a surprise uprising, they killed upwards of 160 German soldiers. The German military responded with something called the execution order. Within German borders, every Herero with or without a gun, with or without cattle, will be shot. Over the next several years, one of three things happened to the Herero or Nama people. They were either executed on site, pushed into the desert to starve or die of thirst, or they were pushed into a brutal concentration camp, one of several that Germany set up to do brutal, back-breaking labor, be sexually assaulted by German soldiers, or be executed or die of disease. Makes this story even worse is that Germany used what they learned about concentration camps and about the human body to prepare for the Holocaust 40 years later. Germany wouldn't admit to what they did in present-day Namibia until 2021.
I just saw a Young Ho video on my For You page, and it's an edit, and the videos in this edit are of women just, being happy, living life, and it said, like, the caption said hashtag Young Ho, whatever. Almost every clip in this edit was of white women, and this is exactly what the fuck we be talking about. This is exactly what we be talking about. When that black girl got up on here and said the trend was over because she saw a palm-colored gal make her own video to the Young Ho trend, something black women started, y'all can't deny where the fuck this trend came from. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all like to deny and fucking make up shit and try to rewrite shit. Y'all can't deny where the Young Ho trend came from. You can't. We all know black women started this. When that black girl made that video calling that shit out and saying bitch is over now, y'all jumped her. Y'all dragged her. Y'all was like, it's a mindset thing. It's a mindset thing. How the fuck are y'all gonna tell the people that made it up what the fuck it is? But yeah, y'all was going with this mindset thing, and the black girls was like, whatever the fuck, bitch. Y'all want to be included in everything, whatever. Be a Young Ho if you want to. Fast forward to today, I see that atrocious ass fucking video. How the fuck are you gonna make a video, highlighting this trend and only featuring white women? They sprinkled a couple blacks in there. I saw that one video of Beyonce, doing her little thing, but a majority of the clips were white women, and this is a trend black women started. Y'all are already whitewashing this shit, and this is a trend black women started. This is exactly why that girl said that.
Y'all talking about getting your girl took by Smino. What about getting your girl took by Vince Staples? That's what we need to be talking about.
Y'all remember that one woman that was like, I wanna be one of the greatest, one of the realest, one of the honest. I wanna get my revenge. I might fuck around and fuck on his mama. Y'all remember that song? What happened to her? I loved her.
I remember one time I was fucking with a hoe that was so going that, like, I just walked around on edge. Like, I never know when a motherfucker finna come back and tell me she was doing some shit. Every time my phone ring, my heart drop. I answer the phone in panic. What she do, bro? Go on, tell me what she done did. What she done did. Motherfuckers on the other end of the line confused as hell. They don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But I just never knew with that bitch. Like, that bitch was just going. Like, every time I look up, it was something. I started walking around with my head down. I got scared to look up. Every time a motherfucker texts me like, hey, bitch, I got something to tell you. Heart drop. I automatically think it's about her. Like, I don't even want to do no texting. This motherfucker text me to my bitch. I call. Bitch, what she do? What the fuck this bitch did? Motherfuckers like, what are you talking about? That's how on edge I was. So, before I go fuck with another going ass bitch, I'll stay to my motherfucking self if I'm gonna be on edge like that. Cause that was not good. Like, I was at a bad time in my life.
Don't let your religion turn you into a white supremacist. Hear me out.
Has taken over all of Europe. It is in total shows. And if we don't have no awakening, then it's not what your children will suffer so much. Everything we figured out Islam, of course.
Stop blaming white cops for the killing of black kids. Instead, teach your black children to be obedient towards authority.
Over the course of United States history, we've seen religion used as a tool to justify almost every piece of oppression that we've seen. We've seen religion used to justify slavery. We've seen religion used to justify manifest destiny, which in turn ousted the indigenous people from their lands. We've seen Islamophobia used to manufacture consent for the United States oppression of countries in the Middle East. And I can go on and on, but you simply cannot fall into the trap of letting religion dictate you into becoming a bigot. I'm not saying don't be religious, do whatever you subscribe to, but I am saying that the religious psychosis pipeline is probably the quickest and easiest way to end up on the alt-right. Most of Trump's supporters, most of MAGA, follow him because they believe that God told them to.
I do bad bitches, like you and me, have to go through so much shit, bro. Like, it's not fair.
Six up for the motherfucking princess. Rates up, chicks up, put your dicks up, get your dicks up, put your motherfucking sticks up. They suck, that's tough, nigga. Pay up, get your rates up for the motherfucking princess. I like cash in my hair to my ass. Do the dash, can you make it go fast? Fuck the fame, all I want is them bands. If she keep on mugging, I'ma still her man. He watching my behavior cause he know I'm bad.
And I just had to block a mutual because she wouldn't repost transphobic shit. Yeah, goodbye. Like, I'm cool. I don't even play like that. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know why you even confidently reposted that knowing you got a gay mutual. Like, come on now. Blocked her, moved on. We don't do that over here. Sorry.
On Megan Thee Stallion? On Megan Thee Stallion! You mean to tell me you can sit camera on me? On Megan Thee Stallion!
Kevin on stage said, I'm gonna lead with love. And y'all said, oh, hell no. That's not the God I serve. Y'all ever think y'all serving the devil?
The Lightskins saw the whooping they're in for this week and decided to send one of their own to attempt to slime out Trump in order to distract from Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion. Clever, but it won't work.
Pop quiz. What's the most heavily bombed country of all time? You don't know, do you? The answer is Laos. And whose fault is that? You guessed it, the United States of America. When we talk about the Vietnam War, you'll rarely hear anyone talk about Laos, a country that faced the wrath of the United States military simply because of its geographical location. In 1964, during the Vietnam War, the United States wanted to disrupt North Vietnamese supply lines on the Ho Chi Minh Trail, a pathway that ran from North Vietnam to South Vietnam and mostly through Laos. Due to the geography of Laos, the United States thought the best way to disrupt this pathway was by bombing Laos into oblivion. From 1964 until 1973, the United States dropped over 2 million tons of bombs on Laos. That's roughly one plane load of bombs every 8 minutes, 24 hours a day for 9 years. And the wildest part about this is that over 800,000 of those bombs never exploded. And all of these bombs are still in the ground in Laos, hidden in the dirt, overgrown by vegetation, effectively turning the country into a minefield. There are still Lao people, children, who face the threat of being killed by a 50-year-old United States bomb while walking to school, playing in a field, tending to their garden. These people are paying a price 50 years later, all because the United States wanted to end communism.
West Side, Hollywood, swing. We was just on Melrose, coolin', nigga, damn. Shawty hit my line, she think I'm cool, she like my style. Tryna pull up to this dude, baby, we gon' be here for a while. A little bit softer now, 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 a little bit louder now, a little bit louder now, a little bit. I hustle, I get it, I get it, I get it. I am not seeking approval. I'm number one, I tell bitches what to do. He heard I'm Creole, he think I know voodoo. Bitch, I would.
And one thing about me, I'm never getting off of Israel's neck. They killed 254 people in Lebanon.
254 people in Lebanon after a ceasefire. And they were like, oh, but Lebanon wasn't a part of it, so we can still kill them. That's fine. That's fine. I've seen videos of them being like, we need to get in there to rape the people in the building. They were banging on the side of a building to rape victims of a genocide. But as soon as you say anything about being anti-Israel, for some reason, everybody automatically thinks that means you're anti-Semitic. I never said I didn't like Jewish people. I fuck with the Jewish people. I don't fuck with Zionism. I don't fuck with Israel. I'm really kind of sick of the whole, well, if you're anti-Israel, then you're anti-Semitic. That's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. I know a lot of Jewish people that do not fuck with Israel. I know a lot of Jewish people that were offered a full fucking citizenship and a flight over there and denied it because they don't fuck with Israel. What is wrong with you people? They're killing people, they're raping people, they're acting like it's fucking normal, and then they get on the internet and they claim that it's anti-Semitic to talk about it.
Send this to a pretty black girl. Ooh, you pretty. Ooh, you black.
I can be what you want me to be. I can be. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser.
And one thing I really loved about Andre from Victorious is that he never became a coon. That's one thing I loved about him. He never straightened his hair, despite his whole friend group being basically all white people. He never changed as a black person. And I love that about Andre. Never straightened his hair, never changed his style, never talked like a white boy. He just act the same. And that's what I love about Andre. He's just like cool. He's the type of friend that's cool with every different types of like race. And I love that about Andre.
It's me, Goku. It's me, Goku. It's me, Goku.
Did she say nigga? I think she said nigga.
The more I'm around white people, the more I understand why Patti LaBelle didn't let that lady slide about what she said about that cupcake. Because why would you think that I think like that? Why would you think that I think like that? Why? Why would you think that? Why would you think that about me? Why? Please find you something safe to play.
How do I turn all of this AI bullshit the fuck off? I need it gone yesterday.
All that 6'7" shit cute, but where the fuck was you at when I was 4 or 5 seconds from wildin'? And it was 3 more days till Friday.
The best poets of this generation are rappers, and y'all don't want to say it. Y'all don't want to say it. You don't want to say it because you say, oh, rap is so good. It was all about money, you know. Go look up West Side Gun, Mac Homie. Go look up the lyrics to one Earl Sweatshirt song and tell me you don't feel like you're reading through Shakespeare's first folio. Stop playing with me. Toodles!
Clap, clap, clap.
100 strikes in 10 minutes is insane. I need this to click to your guys' head. 100 strikes in 10 minutes. Per minute, there was 10 strikes on a small piece of land. Did none of you guys learn anything from what happened in Gaza? It's Not Real is doing the same thing they did back in Gaza. They're going to repeat the same thing in Lebanon, and all of this for expansion of land. They want this to become normalized. See how no one is talking about it? Like, everyone's like, oh my God, what's going on in Coachella? Oh my God. Read the fucking room. Literally, this is not fucking normal. I'm telling you all this right now. If it wasn't for the fact that gas prices are rising, no one would pay attention to what's happening in the Middle East because it directly affects them. Not the fact that, oh, here's a bunch of people that just got murdered, got offed on the face of this planet. No, it's, oh my God, I have to pay an extra $1 for gas. Honestly, I just want to leave off and say, if you are a MAGA supporter, which is insane that you were ever a MAGA supporter, but if you still support this man, and you support It's Not Real and America's quote-unquote fight on terrorism and this war, I just want to say you have no humanity left in you. You are cooked. You are smooth-brained as fuck.
I don't know. I guess I'm woke, okay? You win with your gay stuff. That's what I want.
I agree with that.
You abandoned me. Love don't live here anymore.
So Black Math is, if your mama and my mama was friends from back in the day, we cousins. If you my cousin's cousin, you my cousin too. But if you my cousin, but you way older than me, you like my auntie or uncle. And my cousin's children is my nieces and nephews. It don't gotta make sense, bitch. It's Black Math.
Get connected. There was a McDonald's down the street from me.
You cannot be a good person saying no weird shit about kids. You cannot be a good person supporting pedophiles. You cannot be a good person supporting someone that touches on children. You cannot be a good person being an enabler. You are not a good person. You are delusional.
Yeah, he wanna hang with a bad bitch. He wanna hang.
What? Girl, I just, look. Baby, I can't read all that shit. Don't worry about it.
He really wanna be me, he just mad cause I'm the pivot. And I keep it fitted. I get it cause I got him. I got it cause I get it.
I told him Monday eat my ass, Tuesday eat my ass, Wednesday eat my ass, Thursday eat my ass, Friday eat my ass, Saturday eat my ass. I really honor God, so Sunday I'll let you know.
Why somebody just make an edit of me talking about my rights and all you hear in the background is, I like him. I like that autistic man. Shut the fuck up.
Rock bottom ain't even a bad place to be if you like collecting rocks.
I don't have to shop around.